Good afternoon. Right, just an impromptu quick live. If anybody is in, please let me know if you can hear me, because I just had a problem with the mic. And I have done this sort of video without any noise before. Oh, one person. If you're able to type, can you just tell if you can? You just say if you can hear me. Oh, just getting a jam tart. Sorry. Oh, they've gone. Right, well, I'll carry on in case. I think I scared them off by saying, can you type? Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, so I've just been outsourcing, but so I put on my Insta yesterday about the offer that I've just signed up to. There's two offers, and like quite a lot of people are, I'm no expert on this. However, I'm just going to let you know what my understanding is of the current two offers. Oh, great. You can hear me, can you? Brilliant. And I was going to record it while I was out and about, and just to like clarify what I think is going on. And anyway, I didn't. So I thought, right, I'll pop on live. I've got to get back out on my bike. Hot news of the presses. I have got panniers, and they have fucking changed my life. I've just come back up the hill with loads of shit. Oh, it was brilliant. Anyway, back to the topic in hand. Yeah, I've got to pop back out in a minute, parcel shop and back into the bike shop, actually. Afternoon, Catherine. Afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon, my beautiful Shelley Buddy. Hi, Karen. Hi, Caroline. Yeah, so I still can't hear properly. Yeah, there seems to be two offers floating about at the moment on eBay. There's one which I'd rather have, but I clicked on and this is an offer, it's not for you. So two offers for business sellers at the moment. There's the 50% off standard promoted listings, standard promotions, which I would happily accept. So you would be paying more to eBay to advertise your listing. However, to get 50% off that fee, and you can cap it as well when you go in and set it, for my money, isn't a bad offer. When I had that offer first time round, when I never used to promote anything, and it gave me, I think it was X amount of money to spend on promoted listings, I felt I did get lots of sales from it. So that one I'd happily have. But if you're going to use it and you haven't used it before, when you go into your marketing and you go into to set up the campaign, the promotion, cap it, and unless you want it to like go up to whatever they like, is my advice. So the offer that I accepted yesterday was the pay-per-click offer, or the promotion, the advanced promoted listings offer, or I think they also call it beta promotions, beta offer or something. So it's the promoted listings advanced. And so I think you set it, so you go into marketing. So I accepted the offer, clicked on that, went into my marketing, and did I set it up through, I don't know if I set it up through promotions or through advertising dashboard. It's one of those. However, to keep an eye on what's actually happening with your promotion, it's in advertising dashboard. That might be where I set it up. So I've not used pay-per-click before, and I was kind of under the impression, and I still am, to be honest, that it's for really large sellers, potentially, who are selling the same thing, and it's worth them. The way they phrase it is that you're paying per click, you're bidding against other sellers for the top spot, like a promotion listing, but not the top spot. I think they say top spot, but you're bidding against other sellers to get ahead of them. And if somebody searches for what's the matter? I was going to say poo bags. If somebody searches for poo bags, and you're selling poo bags and somebody else is, if you've bid more than them, I think your listing will get pushed in front of the person looking for poo bags first. So, the way I saw it as well, they're giving me 30 quid free to try this out. So you know, so it's just freebie, isn't it? So as long as I stop it before it gets to, you know, £30 or thereabouts, then it's worth a shot. So I set up my, click to activate the offer, set up the promotion, and bearing in mind, I don't know what I'm doing with pay-per-click. I've not done it before. So it gives you the option of, oh, if you don't know what the F you're doing, we can sort it for you, and you can show us the listings you want to be involved in this scheme, I was going to say, but I'd call it scam. And we will put it into groups for you, and we will decide which is the best keyword for you to put your bidding money on against, which word you want to bid on, and we'll do it for you. And I thought, yeah, that's the best option for me because I don't know what I'm doing. So I clicked that and I thought, oh, hello. You know what eBay's like? I better cap how much they'll spend of my money a day, because with pay-per-click, you're literally, it's like paying for advertising. You might not get any sales out of it. That's the advanced promotions. So it's the advanced scam version. With the general scam version, the general promotions, you only pay eBay if somebody bought your item through a promoted listing, through you having paid extra on that listing for it to be advertised somewhere. Somebody clicks through and it was through the promoted listing, then they get their wedge. But if they don't, you don't pay anything. With the advanced scam, you just pay to advertise. So for instance, so I capped it at, right, so it's a £30 offer, yeah. And they said, right, it's from yesterday and it can go until, it was the end, is it the end of the year? So I thought, yeah, all right, I'll set up the promotion to start from yesterday immediately to the end of the year. And I thought, oh, wonder how quickly you could rack this advertising money up, this pay-per-click. I better just cap it at £10 a day. So that would only be £3 a day if they used all of that up. So bearing in mind that I set this up yesterday lunchtime, and then in the afternoon I thought I'll just have a look, see how it's getting on, like in the promotions. I was like, flipping heck, it was already up, £1.40 or something within a couple of hours. And I was like, oh, okay. And it told me I'm averagely paying about 15 pence per click. So if they're, on the word that I don't know what words they've chosen for me, but that they've chosen for me, I'm paying 15 pence per click. I was like, And then by the end of the day, it wasn't even the end of the day, it was about 10 or something in the evening, I'd reached my limit for the day. I was at £9.92 or something. So it didn't have enough room to do any more pay-per-clicks. No one else, I couldn't pay for anybody else to click on a word for me. Within hours, that was. So that was within 9-10 hours, I'd racked up almost £10. So I was like, geez, like, I need to keep an eye on this. And then like day 3, I need to cancel it because, geez, you could really be shafted, really shafted. I feel eBay should really put some really large warnings on this offer and make it very clear how quickly this can rack up. I feel it's scammy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people getting into trouble with this if they accept the offer and go, yeah, you do it for me, and they don't keep an eye on it. It's just, I feel it's very underhand. So, I mean, I'm, thought, oh, I better have a look and hang on, let me, but not, maybe everybody else, not everybody else, some people might not think that, might just think, oh, yes, okay, like it's an offer, I'm going to accept it, and could be right, in the mire. So, it gets better as well, or worse rather. Hello to everybody coming in. I will say hello to anybody I haven't said hello to in a minute. This morning, I thought, oh, Joe, I have to go into the advertising dashboard to see how much I'm spending, but there's no, how often when you have a promotion at the bottom of the seller hub, you can see like how much you're spending or how much you're saving or how many listings you've used. And I thought, it's none of that on the bottom of my Seller Hub. Christ, I mean, it has activated properly, hasn't it? I'm not like just paying all this money. And then, so I thought, I'll go into my messages and it'll be confirmed in there. And hang on, there's no message confirming that I activated this offer. So I thought, right, I better go into my emails then. It'll be in there. It's not in my emails. So I got a call back from eBay. I'm sure you all know, just go through help and go onto that chat box and ask an agent to call you, and they call you back. And it's pretty quick these days. So the lady comes on, and obviously she doesn't know what I'm talking about. She said, what item does it relate to? I said, it doesn't relate to an item. It's the pay-per-click offer. She went, oh, the 50% offer. I said, no, not the 50%. I said, is there anyone there who knows about the pay-per-click offer? And so she put me on hold and obviously was asking her supervisor. And then she came back and she seemed to know a little bit more. And so I explained, look, I've accepted this offer and I'm paying, virtually £10 a day. I've had no sales from it, and I can't see any confirmation of the fact that I'm not going to actually be charged for this. It should be under the offer. So this is quite good therapy. So she went through and she looked and she said, right, I can see that you accepted the offer and there's no confirmation anywhere. And she said, as I said, what, is it a glitch? She said, I think, yeah, I need to let the engineers know that you accepted it and it didn't go through, as nothing happened apart from I am paying through the nose for pay-per-click advertising. So I was like, so she's sent me a message like confirming that she's contacting the engineers, that I'm definitely covered. She checked the supervisor, I'm definitely covered for the first £30, because I said, I think I might cancel this because I don't want to be lumbered with 30 quid's worth of advertising crap. And she said, oh, no, please don't cancel it, because you were sent that offer and we will honour it. And I said, right, okay then. But she read out what she was going to send to me. She said, I said, can you send me the transcript? And she said, no, but she could type me an email, which actually went into my messages. It's all very strange. And I said, okay, but so another thing there is, if you have accepted this, make sure you've got some sort of confirmation. If not, get them to call you and confirm it in writing, because it's bad enough. But that really, yeah. In case you don't know, I've kind of had it about to here with eBay recently. Right, let me just say some. So if you've got any questions about the promotions that are on at the moment, if I can give you my understanding if you want to ask me anything. Hello, Bills and Moon. Hello, Leanne. Hi, Cheryl. Bills and Moon, saw your Instagram post. Yeah, and in fact, it's interesting. A lot of people, the comments that I got, people like, I'm not doing that offer. People are peed off. Sellers are really peed off with eBay, I must say. I know that some people go, oh no, I never. Well, I think a lot of people are looking elsewhere at the moment. Karen, eBay just want you to forget and keep it on. Need to make money somehow. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. If you left that, Jesus Christ, it'd be like it'd be more than your freaking heating bill. Dreadful, absolutely dreadful. Sorry about that. And at this time as well, when everybody is, everything's gone up, and I just think it's very outrageous. Sure, my sales have plummeted. Rang them yesterday to get a defect removed. I've only got 2, and it's put me close to, oh Christ, losing top rated. I'm sure it's this that's had an effect, but they said no. Hey ho. Well, because they're not transparent. We never know for sure. We have to try and make sense of it. So we go, oh, I bet it's because of those. But is it? I mean, so also whilst I'm paying for these pay-per-clicks, £10 a day, I had 0 sales yesterday. I've had 0 sales so far today as well. So, I haven't got any no, sorry, that's not a lie. I haven't got any transaction defects. I've got, what have I got? I had to cancel a couple of orders, and I couldn't get hold of the buyers to say, would you like something else, or would you rather cancel? I couldn't get any answer out of them. So in the end, I had to say, I can't find the bloody thing. So I've got a defect there. So yeah, and I've got the premium badge, but no, zero sales days. Arama here. Arama. Hi Richard, long time no see, and Karen as well. Hope you're all well. Yes, good, thank you. Apart from this ridiculous Q4 shenanigans. Is it Q4? I mean, is it really Q4 if you're not getting any sales? Karen, they've seriously shown how much traffic they've lost, all this chisel. Yeah, I really think they've lost, they must have lost so many buyers and so many sellers, because there are other platforms. Once upon a time, there was nothing to compete with eBay, but there is now. So, and piss people off and they won't come back, or they'll spread their eggs around and not just in the shitbay basket. Richard, PPC, not really for the stuff we sell, one-off item. Yeah, but yet they sent us the offer. So, and I'm guessing they've sent it to a lot of people. Not worth it. No, I don't think it is. Although, 30 quid free, I thought, well, it's worth trying, isn't it? It's a freebie. But yeah, I mean, that was my understanding. It was not for small sellers like me, but yet they sent me the offer. So, Catherine, I'm sure I read in the, yes, I read in the T's and C's, the offer only kicks in after 24 hours. See, I read that as well. A day after you set up the promotion. So I read that too, and yet it started straight away. So that's what I didn't understand. And 24 hours would have been lunchtime, and there's still no message, which is another thing. I thought, well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Why would they hold it for 24 hours? And if that was the case, there's no message or email 24 hours on to say, oh, now it started, just still nothing. Yeah, because that was something I mentioned on my Insta, that also I was surprised it started straight away when it was meant to take 24 hours. Chris, it's why I don't accept some of those offers, as I don't read it properly. Well, I actually did read the T's and C's, and I usually go over it quite thoroughly, because it said, accept it, go into your thing, make the promotion, like produce your promotion, and then it'll kick in after 24 hours, but it started immediately. Karen, do you remember the days before promoted listings? You list and eBay show it and you sell it. God, can you remember that? I remember things like, and I do remember people saying, what if, like, we used to talk about like the glory days of selling on eBay when it was a bit Wild West and it was very, it was a lot easier to sell on. And I remember somebody saying, what if these are the glory days? And that was like a couple of years ago. And Jesus Christ, they were the glory days. It's like, you need a degree to work, in eBay, to work it out these days. It's so over complex, in my opinion. Another reason why certain other platforms are very attractive, because they're so simple. I can't imagine not, like just a normal private seller with a few bits coming onto eBay and being able to work it out straight off. And yeah, they could get into right trouble, I think. Because also there's the other, like, oh, would you like to, so private sellers could do an auction. They go, would you like to promote this auction? And again, you could pay £1.50, £3 or something just to promote your auction, whether it sells or not. That's like this advertising pay-per-click. It comes straight out. Why would a private seller know that they definitely lose that? Why would they know? Karen EBR definitely being scammy, not even using it as a tin hat, thinks they will only allow traffic through clicks. But then, yeah, it's not even producing sales. eBay but skin equals let's just take some payments from people that use pay-per-click. No way of proving is there. This is the thing. Like, I just really do feel every time eBay need to push up their profits, they're in their boardroom and they go, how could we do this? And somebody puts up their hand and said, I know, why don't we just charge them 40p on each listing for no reason? What should we call it? Just say pence charge per listing. Yes, that's a great idea. We'll do that. We'll just call it charge per listing. We won't give any information about it. We'll just introduce it and we'll get that on every extra 40p on every single sale. I know. What about if we charge fees on people's postage. Yeah, that's another, do you know what I mean? Like every year it feels like there's another, feels like hidden fee. If you don't know to go into your transactions and have a good little real pull it apart, I'm really disillusioned with them. But thank you for being here and let me get this all off of my chest. Richard, some sellers had, yes, I saw that. I didn't get that offer with the £500 of free pay-per-click promotion a couple of months back. Yeah, I didn't get that one, unfortunately. I suppose that might have given me over a month's worth. And general consensus was it wasn't worth doing for one-off items. Yeah, so why do they, but yet they're still pushing it onto very small business sellers. It wouldn't be difficult for them to only send it out to the very large business sellers, would it? Someone could work that out for them. You know, oh, here's the mailing list we need to send it to. Don't sell it to people with a turnover of diddly squat. That wouldn't be difficult for them. Karen, I feel they need to justify their jobs, so they constantly change things. But yeah, they're just like, well, profits are still going up, but even though we're shrinking. I'd annoys them. It's not children time yet. Karen, I'm so looking forward to the day my shop is shut. Oh, I bet you are. Kat, how do you see in dashboard how much is spent so far? Go into, so at the top of your seller hub, you go into marketing and you go into, on the left-hand side, you go into advertising dashboard and it's in there. Yeah, let me just say, it's probably gone up while we've been sat here. I mean, yeah, totally agree. It was my understanding it was for big players, not for people like me, but they sent me the offer. So I thought, well, I might as well try it for a freebie. Yes, I'm up to, so since yesterday lunchtime, I've spent £19.80 because obviously I capped it at £10 a day. So that's where I am. And it's only 3:05 today. And I'm on my second zero sales day. Yeah, my average payment on each click is 15 pence. Sales conversion rate, 0. Honestly. But yeah, I'm going to nip it. I'm going to go parcel shop and I've got to put back to bike shop. But if you're watching this back, I mean, I've only got some understanding from having used it, but if you're watching this back and you've got questions I might be able to help with, then do ask, because lots of people were messaging me yesterday going, oh, so is this different to the other one? And if you're not using the promotions all the time, like I only have some understanding of the general because I started using it and I started reading the T's and C's, but if I can help, then, you know, ask me. Yeah, very disillusioned with the Bay of Shit at the moment. Yeah, I would love Vinted to set up properly for business sellers. I really would. But yeah, all sorts of little cogs whirring around, mice running around my head at the moment with where else I could sell. Because I can't believe I'm saying this in Q4, to be honest, because yeah, middle of November, normally that's the time when you're actually all right with eBay, isn't it? But I know it's the time as well, but it's not just that. And breathe. Right, I've got to get back out. Thank you for joining me. I did get some stuff today, not a huge amount. I might do a wee haul in the morning. Yeah, personally, for the amount, the mare that I'm glad I set it up to try it. I know it doesn't sound like it, but you know, you learn from all these things, don't you? But certainly would not bother again. And then, yeah, it's my last day of it tomorrow. So thanks, Caroline. Sorry, Richard, I use standard promoted as I do think it gives me sales, only over at 2% though. This is the trouble though, because that's the minimum now. And so if everybody's doing 2%, you're not going to be above anybody else. And then you're just giving them extra money for nothing, you know, potentially, but we don't know for sure. Doesn't mean I can't bother with vintage, just get silly offers. Well, yeah, you can, you do actually, but I've seen on Insta, people are getting some juicy sales on there, and they're like, no, it's just going on at the same price as eBay. And then you've got a bit of room because you've got the fees to accept an offer. I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad overall. Keep your chin up. Yeah, sorry, total moan. I'll be a bit chirpier next time you see me. But if I don't die, have a good rest of your day.